Delusional Democrat claims ICE agents are feeding pregnant illegal aliens cockroaches. What? Democrat Representative Pramila Jayapal shares sob story about ICE supposedly abusing pregnant illegal aliens, and it backfires when the migrants' chilling backgrounds emerge. Far-left Representative Pramila Jayapal ended up red-faced earlier this week after she tried to defend an illegal alien supposedly mistreated by ICE when the horrifying truth regarding her misdeeds was unveiled. On Wednesday, the Nashville Banner wrote a sob story about a pregnant illegal alien named Dayana Monterroso-Lemus from Guatemala, who was arrested by ICE in Tennessee in late April and then sent to an ICE facility in Louisiana. The paper went on to allege the illegal alien received lackluster prenatal care while in custody and ended up losing her baby. Take a look at this biased, so-called reporting from the Nashville Banner. On Mother's Day this year, Dayana Monterroso-Lemus found herself alone in Guatemala, a country she hadn't called home in more than a decade. At 38, the once vibrant, curly-haired woman seemed withered and shaken. After she was arrested by ICE in Lenoir City, she ended up at the Richwood Correctional Center in Louisiana, where she experienced the unimaginable. Congresswoman Jayapal promptly seized on the story and amplified it across social media. Here's how she framed it. A pregnant woman lost her baby after ICE refused to give her prenatal care. She begged for help and was denied. She was fed food full of cockroaches. She was forced to sleep on the floor. This is absolutely disgusting, and we should all be outraged. However, the story was not only false, but the paper neglected to tell the real story. Assistant DHS Secretary Tricia McLaughlin first pointed out that this illegal alien was provided complete and full prenatal care despite the claims otherwise. More importantly, the Trump administration had very good reason to remove this illegal alien from America. McLaughlin went on to drop the chilling truth about the poor, abused migrant, and it should infuriate any decent human being. Here's what Tricia clarified on X. Absolutely false. She had full medical prenatal care. We have documentation to show it. Dayana Monterroso-Lemus, 37 years old, is a citizen of Guatemala who has been arrested multiple times for child abuse and is wanted on an active warrant for homicide. These Democrats are obligated to protect these illegal aliens. That's why they frame them as these innocent occupants of the United States. They did the same thing with the so-called Maryland dad, and then his entire rap sheet came out, and now they're kind of distancing themselves from him. They're going to do this with all of these people. And they will fall on their sword. They will die on this hill. They are their new voters and the future of their party. Here are a couple examples. Nearly every House Democrat votes against condemning violent anti-ICE riots in Los Angeles. Nearly every House Democrat has voted against a resolution condemning the violent anti-immigration and customs enforcement riots that caused chaos and mayhem throughout Los Angeles earlier this month. The resolution, introduced by Republican Georgia Rep Earl L. Buddy Carter, aimed to denounce the riots that targeted federal ICE agents, damaged property, and prompted the deployment of the National Guard and U.S. Marines. Carter said in a press release, "It is our duty in the House of Representatives to send a clear message to those who harm our local and federal law enforcement. You have no place here." Out of the 212 House Democrats, 195, unsurprisingly, voted against the measure on Friday, with 75 breaking ranks to support it alongside Republicans. House Democrats also overwhelmingly opposed the bill to deport illegal aliens convicted of DUI. Only 37 supported. A majority of House Democrats voted Thursday to oppose legislation that would require the deportation of illegal aliens convicted of driving under the influence. The bill, named in memory of Arizona police officer Brandon Mendoza, passed the House with a 246 to 160 vote, with every Republican voting in favor. However, 160 Democrats rejected this measure, including the likes of House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries. Well, it's simple. These people were brought here to replace us all. It's replacement migration. including via violent death to Americans via DUI, cancer, acne rosacea, multiple sclerosis, and rheumatoid arthritis are 4 different diseases in 4 different areas of medicine. What if they can all be treated with parasite medication, and that turns out for these diseases to be true? What if I told you that if you had a pet or ate sushi, you are more likely to have parasites? This means that a lot of our ailments that we experience every day are caused not by environmental issues, but by parasites as well. This is something Big Pharma does not want you to know about. I know many of us check off many of these boxes. This is why Purge is offering their new liver cleanse products for all of you out there that need to clear those toxins out once and for all. PurgeStore.com offers everything you need to cleanse and detox your body. Powerful enzymes and probiotics, 15-day colon cleanse protocols, liver cleanse, and of course, the parasite cleanse. Right now, if you go to PurgeStore.com and use promo code DREW, that's DREW, you will get 20% off your entire order. Use the link in the description below, PurgeStore.com, and support the Gateway Pundit today. The Gateway Pundit is supported by the people, we the people, that is you, the American people. We thank you for your support. Well, President Trump is not slowing down when it comes to these deportations. President Trump says he's going full steam ahead on birthright citizenship, sanctuary city funding, suspending refugee resettlement, freezing unnecessary funding, and ending taxpayer-funded so-called transgender surgeries. President Trump on Friday told reporters that after the SCOTUS's ruling on birthright citizenship and nationwide injunctions issued by rogue leftist district court judges, he said, quote, "We can now promptly file to proceed with numerous policies that were previously blocked by radical leftist judges."
Thanks to this decision, we can now promptly file to proceed with numerous policies that have been wrongly enjoined on a nationwide basis. And some of the cases we're talking about would be ending birthright citizenship, which now comes to the fore. That was meant for the babies of slaves. It wasn't meant for people trying to scam the system and come into the country on a vacation. This was, in fact, it was the same date, the exact same date, the end of the Civil War. It was meant for the babies of slaves, and it's so clean and so obvious. But this lets us go there and finally win that case, because hundreds of thousands of people are pouring into our country under birthright citizenship, and it wasn't meant for that reason. It was meant for the babies of slaves. So thanks to this decision, we can now promptly file to proceed with these numerous policies and those that have been wrongly enjoined on a nationwide basis, including birthright citizenship, ending sanctuary city funding, suspending refugee resettlement, freezing unnecessary funding, stopping federal taxpayers from paying for transgender surgeries, and numerous other priorities of the American people.
Exactly. The priorities of the American people. Nearly 80 million Americans voted for this very initiative, mass deportations. President Trump also had a big moment where a cameraman shouted Trump 2028 as Trump was asked about zero border crossings in May during press briefing. The cameraman, Gary G. of Lindell TV, interjected shouting Trump 2028 after the president was asked about the number of border crossings in the month of May. The president has consistently reached record low illegal border crossings since taking office, and last month, 0 illegal aliens made it into the United States.
Does everyone hear that? Yeah. Trump 2028!
Do you accept President Trump?
Who's that guy? I like him. He's working the cameras.
Thank God President Trump won, and we have closed this border. Customs and Border Protection raid human smuggling hub in Los Angeles linked to Iranian terrorist suspects. A massive human smuggling ring with Iranian terror ties was busted up by the United States Customs and Border Patrol, CBP, raising more concerns about potential terrorist sleeper cells in America as the Iran-Israel war continues. The CBP revealed on Friday night that it had executed a federal search warrant at a human smuggling hub in Los Angeles tied to national security threats from Iran. During the operation, 2 people were arrested thanks to a combined effort from the CBP Special Response Team, Border Patrol Tactical Units, and Air and Marine Operations. CBP noted that 7 Iranian nationals were arrested at the same address earlier in the week. These included ones on the FBI terror watch list and associates of an Iranian human trafficking network. The agency also said that the house has been repeatedly used to harbor illegal aliens linked to terrorism. Well, this lines up directly with what President Trump ran on during the 2024 campaign. Make America safe again. Make America secure again. And that is exactly what is happening with the closed border and the rise in escalating deportations as we go further and further into Trump's second term. To make America safe again is to protect American lives and get rid of illegal aliens and actual real violent terrorists in the United States. That's what I voted for, and I'm pretty sure that's what you voted for too. My name is Drew Hernandez for the Gateway Pundit, and you have been on Watch with Drew Hernandez. I'll see you guys on the next one.